Greetings and welcome to Soul Scopes. And I am powered by Love TV. I'm Demi, and welcome all my friends. Thank you for tuning back in, and to all the beautiful humans tuning in for the very first time. This is an Akashic record reading, very different from tarot reading, where we are actually live channeling these video recordings to you from your Akashic records, your soul books, with your zodiac sign. So this is a marriage between two super powerful concepts that your soul is already tuned into. And this is going to be for Libra Decan too, whose birthdays range from October 3rd through the 12th. And let's get started. Right away, this is about creating a balance. So I'm not sure who this is for. This sounds like for someone specific. And for those friends of ours tuning in for the first time, please don't forget to set your notifications so that you can, once you subscribe, you can be notified when the new ones come out. So don't forget to do that. I'm saying that because for those who have already commented or liked or subscribed, and you've seen these, you now know that these readings, Akashic Record readings, can actually pull out a specific person. A lot of comments have gone by and said, wow, that happened to me. That was my life you were talking about. So this is about someone very specific because you've been going through a lot of events, circumstances, and situations here of late. And this has been going on for a while. It actually started at the end of August. And relationship changes. The relationship, your interpersonal, intimate relationship dynamic has been in flux for a while, all year. Started at the beginning, or actually all of 2019 was a relationship battle, a very deeply emotional one. A lot of loss and a lot of pain and a lot of heartbreak there. And so you saw maybe some closure here in 2020 or change. There were some dramatic changes in that sector for someone. And this change led to also some deeper depression and sadness, feeling very lost at how the relationship turned out. So you were overwhelmed with all the different things that you took yourself through trying to figure out how you got there. And because you couldn't quite come up to the answer, it led to another jumping into a relationship to avoid the feelings from another relationship. And then that started falling apart. And inside of that, you started crumbling. So the loss of self-confidence, self-worth has been challenged, self-love, all these aspects of yourself. And you're steadily rebuilding. You have a supersonic resilient quality about you, yet you still haven't addressed any of the things that are creating these situations. And so now you're walking into October, because this has been happening July, August. Some dramatic life changes occurred. I'm hearing loss. This is a parental loss. It's either grandmother, or there's a sick mother. You're a caretaker in some way, shape, or form, and also experienced loss. So there was a death in the family. I'm hearing this is maternal, so grandmother, but also you also at the same time have a sick mother, and or an older sister sibling that you are worried about, care about, or that is is involved or has been involved in bringing you up. So um, that's been weighing on you. And so the relationship kind of is either coming back, is back, or you're back in it, or you're thinking about going back to it. Yet you haven't healed any of your self aspects, and this loss is about to come back up right now. You haven't dealt with it or yourself, and having entered into or looking at entering into back into this old relationship that there was a closed door already there. You're going back to actually go get the lesson that you left. Now, you think that you are in the processes of going back into the relationship, rebuilding, reestablishing love. You think that this person has changed. You think that you've changed. You think that you've grown. You think that you've healed some things. And you did focus on some very minute things. And he's looking different. He's polished up. Have you ever polished silver? I wear a lot of silver jewelry. So when it gets tarnished, you throw a little stuff and you rub it a little bit. You're like, yeah, I'm polishing up. It's still the same silver. It looks much better. But you just remove a light layer of tarnish to bring it to the shine. To actually create alchemy, you must change a substance from one form to another to actually have a full transformation. Meaning, if you have deep sadness, deep pain, you then have to transmute your old fears into superpowers, i.e., love, gratitude, hope, and not towards someone else. These must be interwoven and locked in as who you are. And you haven't dealt with the place that created the relationship or the long-term battle that you had in trying to keep this relationship together. And so now you're back, or about to go back, or you're dalliancing with, oh, he's calling me, he's changed, he looks different, I feel different, and we're at another new next level. I've learned some things, he's learned some things. So this is all about to come up. So between the new moon and the blue moon here, you are about to start facing some of your deepest, innermost fears here. These challenges that you are going to face are going to allow a deepening of healing if you really allow yourself to look in the mirror and release them. You're going to be able to better know exactly what your intentions are, because there is a lot of running involved here. You are running from the love part of the life. You are running from, yourself. Overall, you're running from yourself, trying to keep the relationship, to keep yourself busy and keep yourself avoiding yourself. And so this time period here is going to bring about a deeper awakening of what your heart truly desires, and how to really tune in to loving yourself. And so this is going to be a super intense period. You're already starting to see it, and you kind of want to deny it, and you're even asking yourself, why am I going back to this? I must be crazy. And actually, you either haven't told a lot of people if you're already back in the relationship, or if you haven't told a lot of people, you've told no one. So you're trying to slide in this relationship that you're back together very easy and gently, because everybody kind of knows that this relationship was so traumatic. They're going to question why you're doing this again. So you kind of already know what you're about to face. And this is going to bring up the healing, the clarity, and also allow you to really, truly transform. So I'm going to look at this soul This is the sacred power cards, because your soul and you are now ready to make these changes. You're tired, but you don't know what else to do. And so you feel like you need this person because they bring a strength to you, and you also feel obligated. We have a saying here, whatever cards pop out, one just fell out, comes to show out in your reading. So that card is compassion. And this is exactly what you need. You need to pull this part, that gentleness from yourself. You are not only hard on yourself, but you've been pushing yourself to avoid. And this compassion requires you to go into a deep space and gently allow your soul to show you the way of healing. And the truth, seeing the light, and walking in an honest way, living in a way that is uncompromising, with the deepest sense of love for yourself, brings about not only the transformation that you need, but the genuine love that you need, and divine consciousness, stepping into a new awareness of how good life can truly be in all of its abundance. You believe that maybe relationships should be hard, that you have to work at it, and everything will work itself out. But really, you can have harmony, peace, and love, and the other person can also come from a whole disposition when you have that same wholeness. But also, you have a deeper desire that you hadn't even realized yet, because you keep running in the same pattern and the same routine. And what I love about this, I don't know if you can see it, but that's a mask right there. And you're living in the shadow self, in the ego self, just fulfilling all the basic, ego needs. When you can have this through all of the things that you want, a better version of a job, a healthy, loving, deep relationship, finances and abundance, travel. You also want to deepen your education and expand your career. And you're looking at who you are, and this requires self-love. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. These are your superpowers right now. Your soul wants to connect to divine consciousness, and you want it too. You're seeking truth and light about yourself. And I want to thank you for tuning in to I Am Powered by Love TV. This is Demi. This is your Soul Scopes for Libra Decan 2. And listen, friends, really quick before I sign out, if you've signed up for a chance at a free reading, that link is below. Please check your email inbox and book that session. It's free. And if you want a deeper, more personal reading, and this has resonated with you or touched your heart, and you want to make these changes, and you're looking for clarity and answers, we've got a YouTube exclusive offer that we only run here. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. And please don't forget, like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to leave us a comment, but also set the notifications if you subscribe. And I want to thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you back next time at your Soul Scopes.